Hey guys, welcome back to Sports Bar, and we are going to talk about UEFA Champions League. This is going to be a podcast, and we are dividing this podcast into two halves. So make sure you watch both of them, and to save your time, to save our time, we are making this a short podcast and dividing it into two. Like I said, so we are talking about Juventus, Lyon, and Madrid and Manchester City. I don't think we talk about more teams than City and Arsenal in our videos.
Hmm.
So this is yet another Manchester City video. So yeah, we'll start talking about Madrid and City first. So what are your thoughts? What do you think about this fixture?
Again, Champions League is back. First of all, I would like to say that the Champions League is back finally. In 4 days, we will get to see a Champions League match depending on when I will post this video. But again, Champions League is back. Happy to see,
Hmm.
happy to hear, happy to hear that song, that Champions League anthem, the champions. Again, and coming back to our game again, Man City have a 2-1 lead. That is an away goal lead again, which is very important. I think so because two away goals are at Bernabeu. And then Real Madrid coming back over to City, trying to remove that deficit or maybe trying to overcome the deficit. So again,
Just a one goal deficit, right?
it's gonna be a tough game for Real Madrid. I think so. Man City maybe they can just a little bit relax and
Hmm.
all. But in recent times, Real Madrid have all the footage. They have all they can watch the matches of where Arsenal defeated them, where Liverpool defeated them, how Manchester
Right.
United managed to get a double over them, how Wolves managed to get a double over them. So again, I think so. Defeating Manchester City nowadays, it's not that of a tough job that it was back two seasons ago when they achieved 100 points and 98 points. Again, back then
Hmm.
it was near impossible to break that defense. But nowadays, I think so. They most of teams have formulated a plan of how to play against City, and if you play like that, because I think so, City are just playing only one-dimensional football. And I actually recently posted something which I call Cruz versus De Bruyne, and a lot of people choose De
Hmm.
Bruyne, but I think so Cruz is a better player than De Bruyne because again De Bruyne and his whole maturity, they play just one dimensional type of football. They just try to
Hmm.
they just try to break the opponent. They just try to go direct into their attack, and no, there's no plan B. And we have seen that again against Arsenal also. They managed to get 30. They managed to put 33 crosses into the box, but none of them
Right.
were able to find the back of the net. So again, that's just one plan, and you can't win your football games, on just one plan. Even though you have best players, you can't just have one plan. You have to have that plan B, plan C. So again, Real
Hmm.
Madrid, I think so. Coming to this match, Real Madrid may be our favorites to win this, but still, it's gonna be a tough game for Real Madrid.
Yeah, this is going to be tough for Real Madrid, but and a huge blow for Real Madrid as well because
Mm.
Hazard has reported an ankle injury again. He's uncomfortable with his ankle, so he might miss that game against City. So we should have to find that. We'll have to find that later. What happens? And like you said, Champions League is back, and sitting in front of TV at 12:30 a.m. and listening to that anthem, it's a different kind of feeling. Watching Champions
Just
League
just don't raise your
matches at
volume.
night is the greatest feeling of all.
Just don't raise your volume, otherwise say बाजू वाले जाग जाएंगे.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली मेरे मम्मी तो देखने भी नहीं देती मेरे को छुप के देखना पड़ता anyway,
Okay.
the entire world is gonna know this now. So
Mm.
yeah, and coming back to the topic, like I said, Hazard might miss this game. So without Hazard, without Ramos, this is going to be difficult. So this game is evenly poised right now. Maybe City might have a upper hand, might have an upper hand because they won it back in Bernabeu
Mm.
back in month of March. So City might have a small upper hand, but the kind of form Real Madrid is in, the kind of form the goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois is in, so
Mm.
anything could happen. And as a Madrid fan, I really hope that Madrid does well because finding the net twice is going to be difficult
Mm.
with that City team against that City team. And other than Benzema, the other players, other strikers haven't been in form. Benzema is scoring goals, and other than Benzema, the defenders and midfielders are scoring goals. So it is very important for Vinicius and these guys to step their game up and actually go on and score because what Vinicius does is he does fine until he's in the box, but when he reaches the box, then I don't know what happens. He was unable to finish many a time, so it is going to be important for him to step his game up. And if he does that, then there's not going to be any stopping for Real Madrid because just a few
Mm.
years ago, Real Madrid used to win a Champions League each and every season, they almost turned this league into Farmers League, like they say. So you cannot rule Real Madrid out of this league, and especially with Zinedine Zidane, who's not lost a Champions League final yet. So yeah, this is going to be an important game for both the teams, and definitely not gonna be easy for either of the teams as well.
I forgot about that Ramos red card. I just forgot that Ramos had received a
Yeah,
red card. So again, he's
collected
out
another
of.
yellow card, so that
Okay,
turned into a red
he's out
card.
of this tie now, and I would like to say, to Real Madrid fans, all those Real Madrid fans, if Arsenal can defeat Manchester City 2-0, then Real Madrid definitely can win 2-0
Definitely,
against Manchester City.
definitely. That's
Again,
what I feel.
again, it's a huge possibility that Real Madrid, might win this game or 2-0. But again, it's a very tough game again, as I said, because again, as you said, Hazard is out, even though he did not had a best season, had one of his worst season, but still he's one of the key players. Again, it's going to be a tough one for them. And who do you think? Because
Hazard, no Ramos as well. Eder Malaysia has to step his game up, and he really has to do a big job because no leader, a leader like Ramos back in the defense, and without him, it's huge blow. So he has to step his game up as well.
So you are a Real Madrid fan, so I will ask you one question: who's gonna be the key player for you for Real Madrid? Who's gonna be the key player?
Over this season, Thibaut Courtois has been our key player, so he's going to be a key player as well. But we don't just have to keep a clean sheet; we have to score 2 goals as well. So other than him, I believe Benzema and Kroos might be key players because Benzema, the kind of form he was in La Liga, he would carry that momentum into this game as well. So he's going to be a key player. Kroos, he's always one of the key players for Real Madrid, so he's going to be a key player as well. And other than these two, if you talk about X factor, then Vinicius could be an X factor. That's what I believe. And even if there's a small chance of Zinedine Zidane actually playing Bale, so if he comes back, and I'd be more than happy to call him a key player as well. But I don't think this could happen. This is very difficult. Zinedine Zidane bringing Bale, but I really hope this happens because Bale is one of the great players of Real Madrid.
Sorry for talking about only Real Madrid because we all know the form actually is currently in, and it is highly possible that Real Madrid can turn this. So I will just point out that 2 or 3 things that happened, during Arsenal and Manchester game because I was watching it very closely. So again, the first thing I saw against what Arsenal did was just sit at the back just for 10-15 minutes, just try to soak up that pressure and don't give them any gaps in the middle because if Manchester find if De Bruyne find this much of the gap also between defenders, he might put a ball through them, and we all know how Manchester players are to pounce on that chance again. So I think so. I don't think they need at least two defensive midfielders to play at that time because again, as I saw, Arsenal were playing 3 at the back, and Xhaka and Shebas were very good at interceptions. So I think so. Real Madrid have to play two defensive midfielders. So again, what do you think? Would Kroos and Modric would play, or maybe Zidane would try to go and put on another defensive midfielder and try to replace Kroos?
It is very much possible that we could see Fede Valverde alongside Casemiro. So if that happens, I'll be more than happy because Fede Valverde is a defensive midfielder only, and he's been in exceptional form throughout the season. Back in the game against Manchester City, he played and he was again exceptional. So if he plays alongside Casemiro, I'll be more than happy. Personally, I want to see Casemiro, Modric, Fede Valverde, and Kroos, 4 of these guys in the midfield because these guys are absolute beasts.
And I think so it will work because I think so Vinicius Junior can play as a striker, alongside Benzema, or maybe just behind or just far side. So again, I can see that they can even play a 4-5-1 with Vinicius Junior on the left side, left wing, and some other player on the right wing, and Benzema front. Again, I can personally see Real Madrid playing a 4-5-1 or even a 4-2-3-1 again as Real Madrid suited. But I would personally think
I've not seen Benzema play 5 fielders. I've always seen him play either 4-4-2 or 4-3-3 or 4-4-2 diamond one. So I'm not sure if he would play 5 of them, but this is a Champions League game against City, and if situation wants, so he might do that, like you said.
No, I'm talking about 4-4-2 only. Just I'm pulling Vinicius Junior's back. Just I'm trying to put him on the
That might
wing
happen, correct?
bit of the team
That
because
could
I can
happen.
see Vinicius Junior playing as a striker also. But again, 4-4-2. I think so means they need two defensive midfielders because again at Wolves again they had two defensive midfielders. Manchester United also have two defensive midfielders. So again, I think that two defensive midfielders maybe because if you win the battle of the midfield, if you don't get De Bruyne control the game as he does for
Mhm.
Manchester United, Manchester City, then again they will be suffocated. And if you try and with 4-4-2, with across, you can even counter attack City because again you need to stretch the game. You need to pull your defender aside. You need to find make those gaps in the defensive midfield, in the defense. You have to make those pockets of space and you have to improvise on them. Otherwise, City is just gonna play defensively or maybe play their usual game and might win this game. So again, we will talk about City now. City, they have been up and down, up and down. I'm talking up and down because they lost FA Cup, they lost Premier League by a huge margin. They just won Carabao Cup this year. So again, this trophy, this championship trophies might be an important trophy for them because if they don't win this championship trophy, I think so.
They're going
Their season,
trophies.
might be just derailed or maybe or no, it may be not a successful season as it was previously. So again, winning the
Mhm.
Champions League is a top priority at Pep Guardiola. He has also said that we are planning to win Champions League because this side has Manchester City has never won a Champions League as we all know. So again, coming back to Manchester City
Correct.
again, as I said, I think they have only plan A. They don't have any other plan B or plan C. If you look at the previous game against Chelsea, also if you look at against Chelsea just try to soak that pressure. They just try to hit them on counter attack. And we all know Chelsea have that
Mhm.
Pulisic. They have Willian, who can break away, who can run past defenders again.
Absolutely.
So and also Real Madrid they have Rodrigo, they have Vinicius Junior, they have Bale, all those speedy players. So again, they can play that similar type of football. But if you talk about Manchester City, what do you think, Real Madrid strength? So I can talk about, how Manchester City can deploy it or you can, exploit it. So just talk about Real Madrid strengths.
See, Real Madrid has nothing to lose playing this game because they already won the La Liga this season.
Mm.
So this is already a successful season for Zinedine Zidane. Also, Zinedine Zidane said that his top priority was winning the La Liga. So he
Mm.
did win La Liga. So what I believe is that Real Madrid, like I said, have nothing to lose. So they will play with that kind of mentality. So they don't, like I said, since they don't have anything to lose, they might put a all-out attack on
Mm.
Manchester City, and that mentality is going to be strength for Real Madrid going, playing
Mm.
against this Manchester City game. So that is one biggest strength for Real Madrid, and the other strength for Real Madrid, if we talk about tactics, is that Real Madrid are very strong in the midfield. They
Mm.
have world-class midfielders, and there's no doubt about that. And also the goalkeeper's form, Thibaut Courtois' form has been exceptional this season. So that is another strength. And and talking about the weakness, since there's no Ramos, it's going to
Mm.
be a huge job for inexperienced Eder Militao because Ramos knows how to win these
Mm.
Champions League games. So so that is going to be a weakness. And another weakness is that strikers need to score more goals because
Mm.
other than Benzema, not everyone is scoring those goals consistently. So that is one weakness. That's what I feel about Real Madrid.
Again, I'm sorry, I'm not a Real Madrid fan, but I can see Real Madrid overturning this because again, City, we all know City have been under that tag. They have been not performing well under against those big teams,
Chokers,
against
that
on
if you would say, like, right?
kind of chokers because they lost against Tottenham again, which they should have easily won last year. Again, they lost against Liverpool previous to that. So again, they have been reaching some certain point, certain stage of a point, but again they have been dropping their form and dropping their play entirely and losing those games. So again, if I want to say if I want to predict this, I swear Real Madrid would win. Real Madrid might win this, but I don't think about aggregate because again City have that two away goal advantage. Again, so in aggregate wise, I don't think Real Madrid might win it 2-0 or maybe it might be a close game. Real Madrid might win this, but again aggregate wise, I'm not sure. But I'm leaning towards Real Madrid to overturn that deficit and to go through the next round. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I feel. It's going to be difficult for Real Madrid to overcome the deficit. Real Madrid actually might go on and win the game, but
Mm,
not win with that aggregate. But the kind of form Benzema was in the season,
mm.
anything can happen. Anyway, we'll talk about the next game. We'll talk about Juventus and
Juventus versus
Lyon,
Lyon.
or rather the game that is going to be played side by side. So I'll be watching
Mm,
both the games. Yeah, on TV I'll be watching Real Madrid's match, and on my
mm.
laptop I'll be watching Juventus versus Lyon. So those are gonna be scenes, because
Mm,
as a Ronaldo fan, I cannot miss Ronaldo in a Champions League.
mhm,
So yeah, talking about Juventus, Juventus are a goal behind Lyon, and this is
mm,
not going to be a difficult job for Juventus, because not only they have Ronaldo, but even if they don't have Ronaldo, they can still defeat any team, because they just have to score one or two goals to win this, and one goal to tie this
mm,
fixture. So this is not going to be a difficult job for Juventus. And as far as Lyon is concerned, Lyon might uh, think of scoring one or two goals, or
mm.
maybe just holding Juventus and not letting them score. That could also work for Lyon. That's what I feel.
Again, holding Juventus, holding Ronaldo is not a good option. Last year we saw what happened, what Atletico did, what happened at that time. Atletico Madrid had
Absolutely.
two goal advantage,
Three
and
goals.
Atletico Madrid are one of the. I think Atletico Madrid have one of the best defense. They are the one of the best defensive
Mhm.
side. And again, we all know what happened. Ronaldo came and he scored just three goals, and Juventus won. So again, holding Juventus and Ronaldo is not gonna be an easy job for Lyon. But I think so. When the first leg happened, it happened back in Feb. I was on a field trip, so I couldn't watch the match. But I opened, the next day, when the match happened. Next day, I opened my phone and checked the scoreline. I was shocked to see Lyon winning 1-0. But again, that happens sometimes, because again, it's football. Anything can happen. So again,
Anything can
I
happen.
was shocked to see
Absolutely.
Lyon, winning, because they did not have that, domestic season as they had previous years. I think so. They failed to qualify for even European football. I think so. I don't follow Liga that much, but I think so. It was them who did not qualify for any European football this season. So again, I think so. The first goal, whoever scores the first goal in the second leg, I think so is gonna be an important one. And we all know Mr. UCL himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. He would like to win it with Juventus again. He won it with Manchester United. He won it with Real Madrid. And if he wins it with Juventus also, he will be happy. And we all say कि मतलब they are the Juventus on the Ronaldo. But leaving Ronaldo, they have Dybala, they have Higuain, then they have I
Hmm.
don't who they have actually, because I don't watch Syria that much. Again, I
They
just
have
know
Pjanic as well
Ronaldo.
in the midfield.
Mm,
Yeah, they have a couple of players. What separates Ronaldo from other players is that he has that hunger to win. He does what he
mm,
says.
mm,
You might know that last year Nani or Pepe, someone
mm,
shared, or Evra, someone shared a WhatsApp chat of Ronaldo and him, that Ronaldo, he said to him on
mm,
WhatsApp that he will score three goals, or rather Juventus will defeat Atletico Madrid.
mm,
And the next day the game happened, and actually Ronaldo scored three goals, and Juventus defeated Atletico Madrid. So that is the kind of confidence Ronaldo has in himself.
mm,
So with that kind of mentality, that kind of winning
mm,
mentality, when that is there in the game, so anything can happen. I could compare Ronaldo's mentality with Virat Kohli. That's what
mm,
Virat Kohli says as well. He says that he's always positive. He's always thinking about winning the game. He's always analyzing how he could turn the things around for his team. So yeah, with that mentality with Ronaldo, all the players must be very very much motivated, and that could help Juventus defeat Lyon in this Champions League fixture. That's what I
again,
feel.
he is not only is confident, and he also motivates other players. He also inspires them, to give their 100%.
Absolutely correct.
And whenever if he sees the teammate down, he goes to him, he talks with them, he tries to cheer them up, he tries to motivate them up. Again, so again, that's one of the player you would love to have in your club. And I personally, I would like to see one of these players in my team if I am playing, because
Mhm.
these are type of players. They understand the game. They understand what their team is going through. They again they do they again give themselves 100%. But again they also he also asks his teammates to give 100%. So again, it's gonna be
Mhm.
an easy game for Juventus if we talk about like that. But again, Leon, I think so. Maybe first 10 minutes, first 15 minutes will give us the idea of what is gonna happen, what Leon will do. So again, I think so. The first, the whoever scored the first goal, I think so is gonna dominate the entire game. If Leon scores the first goal, then again they might just sit back because they also have an away goal. So even if they score the first goal and Juventus win the game 2-1, they are still through to the Champions League. And if Juventus score that first goal, they tie things up. Then again, Leon might be under pressure, and again in that pressure, they might make some mistakes and
They might
open up for
concede.
some more goals. So again, first goal is gonna be an important goal, I think so, for in Juventus versus Lyon game. And again, means if we talk about, we will leave Cristiano Ronaldo aside for some time. We'll talk about Paulo Dybala. 11 assists, 11 I think so, 11 goals and 7 assists, and
11
he's the
goals
player.
and 11 assists, I guess.
Yeah, somewhat like that. I don't know what how many goals I know, but I know
Yeah, he
11
was
and
the
7.
player of the season for Serie A.
I was coming on to that point only.
I was surprised
Yes,
because
Serie
he
A's
got
MVP.
that award I was surprised he got that award in front ahead of Ronaldo. But yeah, that's that. Serie A is none of our concern right now. All our concern is Juventus and Lyon. But and I feel that this game is gonna be full of goals. As far as Juventus is concerned, and because they have Ronaldo, so you cannot rule out the possibility of number of goals in this fixture. So it's going to be interesting, and I'll definitely be excited to watch this game.
Again, I think so. Juventus, they will easily overcome. I think so. They might win this game 2-0 or 3-0. And if they, because I have not seen Juventus play, but I have seen Sarri lining up his team back when last season he was in Chelsea. I have seen a lot of Chelsea games, and they try to play, try to play Sarri ball, try to
Ball.
maintain the position, try to stretch the defense again, maintains a high back line. So again, that's gonna be a tough for tough for Juventus, to difficult to handle. Again, I think so. Juventus are gonna win this 2-0 or maybe 3-0. Might get a 3-0 victory. So again, Juventus for me. What do you think?
And personally, I'd like Juventus and Real Madrid, both these teams, to win this, win these their respective fixtures, because that would be a kind of ghar wapsi for Ronaldo, because Real Madrid and Juventus facing against each other, and yeah, that's going to be amazing, and that's what fans would want. So a lot of support for Real Madrid and a lot of support for Juventus, and hopefully when these teams would win, it would be a huge quarterfinal fixture. So that's what I want to happen.
And imagine Juventus and Ronaldo winning it in Portugal, at the Champions League in Portugal. The kind of even though fans will not present, but still they will be waiting outside because it's their player, it's their Ronaldo. And because of the reason they both have the in Portugal only, and Ronaldo is the Portuguese. So again, it's their player, and it's their player who will be winning if he wins the Champions League. And that will be celebrated, usually in Portugal, and especially when he wins it on their soil.
Absolutely.
So again, it's a huge thing. So again, that's all we have for the show. Amar, just take it from here.
Yeah, that's what we have for you in this video. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to YouTube channel. Also, we'll be linking our Instagrams down below. So follow us on Instagrams at the Red Sports Bar, and we'll see you in the next video.
And don't forget part 2 coming out really quickly. This was just 2 matches. We will be bringing the another 2 matches, that is Barcelona versus Napoli and Chelsea versus Bayern Munich. We will bring it in our next podcast. So until then, peace out.